everybody, welcome back and thanks for tuning into this video. We're away at one of our favourite local stopovers at Waleswood Caravan Park, just outside Rotherham and just up from Rother Valley Country Park. It's one of our usual haunts. We come here quite a lot. I think the last year we came a couple of times last year, but in 2019 when it was everything was up and running, I think we came a dozen times, must have been. It's local for us, so it's fantastic. We came here last time we had the caravan out, which was in October, before the last lockdown. We would have normally used the caravan all over winter, but obviously couldn't do that, so this is our first time out, and we have had fantastic weather. The sun's been out all the time, it's been nice and warm, everybody's outside the caravans, everybody's enjoying being back in the caravans. We had a couple of issues. I'm here with some other members of the family in their caravans, and I think everybody's had some issues this time round. When I first came, plugged the electrics in, could not get anything to work on the mains electric, and we were scratching our heads to find out what had happened. The warden came round and said, "Oh, it's all right, all the campsite's all tripped out," and I'm thinking, "Oh, thanks for that," because obviously it means that it wasn't anything that was a problem in our caravan. But it actually was, because apparently it was us that had tripped out the whole campsite, and it turns out that we had a problem with our battery charger. Now every time I plugged into the mains, everything was fine. We seemed to be getting power on, but the green battery charger light on the main distribution unit, as soon as I touched that button, everything just went off. The whole campsite just tripped everything out. So the first time we wasn't aware it was us. The second time I pressed the green button, everything went out again, so by that stage we were aware it was us. By the third time, I thought I'd fixed the issue, and obviously thinking we fixed the issue, it's like if I press the green button, I've got to press the green button to find out if it's going to work or not. So I pressed the green button and everything went off again. So next day I took the battery charger to pieces. I must have had it in 30-40 different bits on the table. There was a dry joint on one of the capacitors that it turned out I saw it a bit of a wobble. Now whether that was causing it, I think it must have been, because I got that resoldered up and put everything back together again, plugged it in. Shall press the green button, but yeah, I've got to press it. So press the green button, lit up, power on. So absolutely fantastic, and got it all working again. The only other issue that we had was with the central heating. If anybody's had this problem, please comment below, because it was a bit of a strange one. We were finding that the heating was coming on even though the control panel was saying that the heating wasn't programmed on. So we've got day setting and night setting on the Aldi wet central heating system, and the heating should have been off, but certainly the towel rail in the bathroom was really red hot to touch and just didn't seem to want to turn off, even though the heating wasn't on. And none of the other radiators were on. I'm wondering what the problem was, so we bled the whole system, turned it up to 5, set the pump going really high on the heating system for about 10 minutes, bled it all through, and that seemed to work all right. We did notice that the fluid level in the central heating was slightly low. It was below the minimum mark, only slightly, but we topped that up, and since then I think everything's been fine. We were getting this all through the night on the first night, in the cupboard right next to where I sleep, so I could hear it bubbling away, and since we topped it up and bled the whole system, everything seems to be fine. But if anyone has ever had the issue where you've got a radiator on without the heating system being on, turned on for the heat, let me know, because that was a little bit confusing as to why that was happening. So we've had a walk around Rother Valley today on a new route, and we've had a fantastic time. Have a look, I'll show you a little bit about the area if you've not seen it, a quick view of the campsite and everything, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Well, we're out for a walk, and I've got to show you this amazing view what I've come across today. I sat on a bench and I sat on it for what?
I don't know, we were sat outside here for, we were sat outside for about half an hour this morning. It's a nice view, isn't it, from
it's a gorgeous view.
So it's a nice site altogether. It's I mean, the site itself, it's quite a big site. Caravans, got a bit of a play area, toilet block that's not in use at the moment, cafe reception area, you can get nice coffee, a few sandwiches, that sort of thing. And then round the other side, excuse me just flipping the camera around so much, but we've got a fantastic view down onto Rother Valley and pretty much everything else in between. Sorry if there's a little bit of wind noise here, but we're right on top of a hill. As you can see, if we look round at what we can see from up here. It's a long way down. It's a fantastic walk for getting out and about around the lake. Some great walks around here, isn't there?
Especially if you've got a dog.
Yeah, we've been on a new route today, so if right over there in the distance, don't know if you can see it, we've got some guys on the jet skis having fun in that lake. I think this one here, it always seems to be a lot of ducks and geese and swans in here, and I think this is where they have like windsurfing, is it? And people in yachts and boats and stuff like that. Right over on that far lake over there, usually have water skiing. So yeah, it's a really good active place to come to, and we enjoy it, don't we? We enjoy it as a campsite.
Yeah, that's why we keep coming back, because we love it that much.
Yeah, yeah. Hi.
Hey. I'm admiring the view.
It definitely is a good view. I always wonder what this little hole is here. Let's just see if I can get have a look through it. Not sure if you can see anything on that. See what's through that little hole. Not sure why there's a bit of hole in it, but I mean obviously it's got a view of something. But just a hole in a piece of wood.
It's a people.
It's like almost like one of them secret little things, isn't it? It's like if you look through there, you'd see it in like a Indiana Jones sort of film. I think look through that and it points out something. I know what you were trying to do there. You were trying to come up on the side, weren't you? Scare me. That would be scary.
Thanks a lot.
You can't see that. You're not big enough. I know your tiptoes.
I am.
Okay, so what can you see? If you're looking over there, what is it you can see? Is it pointing to one particular building?
Yeah.
I think somebody's just drilled that hole there just to make everybody think there must be something important. And in actual fact, it's just a hole that somebody put in a piece of wood. And it doesn't actually look at anything. I'm going to have a quick look. No, it doesn't actually look at anything, I don't think. Hang on now, what if we're looking at it from the wrong way? What if you're supposed to look at it from this point of view? And look through that way. Then what can you see? Oh, then you can see our caravan. So we've had a good time, haven't we, this weekend?
We have,
yeah?
we have.
It'll be interesting to know if anybody else has been to this campsite at Waleswood, just outside Rotherham. And certainly comment below how you've got on this year with regards to your bookings. And if you've, I mean, we've had to cancel so many, haven't we?
We have.
We've, I mean, we've literally cancelled once from Easter. We had things booked in at Easter. We had holidays booked last year at Easter that we cancelled and we moved on. We've had holidays booked this year in Easter that we've cancelled, didn't we? Yeah. We had holidays booked in October that we cancelled. I think Easter this year is the only one that we've cancelled, is it, for this year?
For this year.
For this year. I mean, last year pretty much everything just got cancelled, as I'm sure it did with
Well, we didn't cancel them, did we?
Well, no, we didn't cancel anything. I mean, obviously everything got cancelled, and I'm sure that's the same for everybody else. But I think everybody's just keeping their fingers crossed that things are getting back to a little bit more like normality, and we can all start getting back to being out in his caravans when we want, and go where we want, and just get back to having his barbecues, having his caravan, getting out and about. But comment down below how it's affected everybody, and how you've got on, how you've got around it, what you've done. Have you moved your holidays from this year to next year? Are you just not bothering with this year? Or like us, we're just looking forward to the first day that they say you can go out, ticking down the days until we finish work and we can get out for a weekend. Be interesting to know, yeah?
It would.
So thanks for watching our video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, and if you don't mind subscribing, we would really appreciate it. We've had a fantastic first weekend away, and we're ready for many more. This has just been a quick short video. It's literally, apart from the one that we did last week when we were washing the caravan getting ready to come out, it's been about, it was August last year when we did our last one. So it's been a long time. It's strange when you get out of the habit of doing videos, getting back into them again, but we enjoy it, so we're going to do a couple more. Hopefully they'll be interesting for people to watch, and thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you all soon. Bye guys.
And don't forget to subscribe.
And don't forget to subscribe.
I'm just sitting here, I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small.